How's it going, everyone? William here, PDG number 58879. Today I'm going to bring you my 2018 in the bag. Um, this year I will be using the Glass Blown Open Commando bag. I really love the bag. Roomy, holds all my discs, anything extra I need. So let's jump right into it. As far as my drivers, I changed up a lot from last year. My main disc is the Orc. I prefer the Star Plastic. So for right now, I have a lot of different Orcs. A lot of them are brand new. Still trying to beat them in. I do have 6 in the bag this year, starting out. A lot of them are brand new, like I've stated. So these 3 are my newer ones. All my discs are about 164 to about 170. I try to stay away from the heavier stuff. This is the plastic and the weight that works for me best. So this one is my go-to, 161 Star Orc. These 2 are my 167s, I believe. I'm really beating these ones in. Yeah. These ones here are a little more beat in. This one I've had for a couple years. It's really my go-to. It does have more fade and turn on it than the others, so I just let it go and it turns left hard for me when I need it to. So those are my main drivers that I'll be using this year. I do have a lot of work to put in on them to get them to fly exactly how I would like. I do also throw Champion Vikings. I picked these up used. They're great for me. They hold any kind of anhyzer that I put on them with a little bit of turn at the end. So great disc. I absolutely love it. Next to my Orc, this is my go-to when I need it. So Champion Vikings, love them. And then we go with, I do have just a couple here and there's that I might throw. They're more just filling space until I find other discs to put in. And with that, I have a Star Katana. I pull this out every once in a while. It does hold its anhyzer a lot more when I need it to, but I very rarely pull it out. I also have, for a driver, the Star Sidewinder. It's more for my rollers. I can just throw this thing flat and I know it's just going to dump and just roll for me. I've been beating this thing in for about 5 years now, so when I need that long roller shot, this is my go-to. I suggest it for any kind of roller. I don't know what everybody else uses, but the Star Sidewinder, good. As far as fairway drivers, I used to throw the Escape quite a bit. I've kind of got away from that, and I picked up a couple T-Birds, or Firebirds, I'm sorry. This is my first year using these. I've been using them for a couple months now, and I absolutely love it. This one, really beat in. It will just hold that nice flat line with a little bit of turn at the end. Where this one, brand new, thrown it just a handful of times, and it is hoggy and just dumps quick. So I'm working with it. I love it. It's a great disc, and I'm glad I picked it up for the 2018 season. I also go with, excuse me, T-Birds. This is one that I've been using for about 8 months now. Great disc. I'm glad I picked it up instead of the Escape. These 2 are brand new, super domey, so I have a lot of work to put in on them. These 2, this thing is money for me when I need it to. It just holds its line where I need it to go. These are usually my go-tos when I need that extra distance. I'm glad I picked up the T-Bird. I'm glad a lot of people turned me on to it. Great disc. Can't go wrong with the T-Birds. For upshots and something that shorter distance than my T-Bird is the Buzz. I tried the Rock last year, just wasn't the disc for me. I picked up the Buzz, I've tried it. I've got 3 Buzz TIs. This one, more beat in, I can throw it on an anhyzer and it's going to hold that line with a tiny bit of turn at the end. And these two are not as beat in, and they will start to fade a little bit more for me, but I can really throw them and crush them hard if I need to. Both of these are max weight, so about 175. This is my go-to anytime I need it. This one just made it into the bag. It's the Big Stamp Buzz. This one is a little more hoggier than the rest, so I'm still working with it. I prefer to use one of those 3 over this one, but I'm glad to have it in the bag. The Buzz is something that I will probably throw all year long. And finally, my putters. I putt with the Judge now. I was putting with the Challenger. I found that this is kind of like the Challenger, just with a bead on the bottom. I absolutely love it. I've got many more for different seasons. Right now, with the snow on the ground, I found that these Classic Softs are a nice grip for me. They don't slide around. This is my main putting putter. I just picked it up. It's the Burst Plastic or Burst Coloring. I really love it. And this one is my main driving putter, if needed. It's just a great putter all around, the Judge. So that is my in the bag for 2018. I'm excited to see what the year brings and see what we can do tournament-wise. I will try to keep you guys updated. Any tournaments I play, how the standings go. I hope it's a good year. And that concludes my 2018 in the bag. Thank you.